Local 3 News for more local stories.
Wherever you call home, you want it to be a happy place to be. Hopefully, if you live in a neighborhood, you like your neighbors. If your child is living off at the dorm at college, you hope that he or she likes his roommate. Well, Carol Fincher is on the show with us this morning from Redstone Estates. And when you're there, actually, I'm thinking as I talk, as a resident of your community, it's almost like you get the best of both worlds, right? Because you've got your own privacy.
Yep.
You've got neighbors.
Yep.
And it can kind of feel a little bit like dorm life with movie and a popcorn, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It can. You have neighbors. You don't even have to go out in the weather, be it hot, cold, raining, whatever. You just tootle down the hall and visit, or come into the common areas.
But y'all do a lot of fun things. I mean, you have been in this industry, Carol, for a long time.
A long time.
And so, she and I were just having a conversation actually about her granddaughter and the importance of following your passion in life.
Right.
You use your gifts for good. And it works for you. You love what you do.
I do. I love what I do. I love our residents. It's just a joy to see them happy and just enjoying their life too. One of the first things I learned when I did first go into senior living was that for many, many people, the so-called golden years are not golden. And so immediately I tried to learn what puts a little spark in their eye. You know, is it New Year's Eve party where they wear hats and blow horns, which they haven't done in years, and things like that. So, you know, part of our mission has always been to at least bring them to a point where they have some joy in their life. You know, some don't have a lot of family, or they're not nearby so they can't visit. And, you know, life can be just a little more gray for them than for some other people.
Well, okay, let's talk a little bit about the day-to-day living at Redstone Estates and then the fun, because Carol's always found a way to bring a lot of fun into it. So she mentioned the New Year's Eve party. Y'all have luau's there. You have teas. You have all types of events to help them look forward to.
We do, and we have a couple interesting ones coming up, actually. This Saturday we're having Senior Olympics.
Oh, fun.
And next month, toward the end of the month, we're having a senior prom.
Fun.
So that will be interesting, because, you know, usually senior prom looks a little different from maybe what our senior prom will look like, but it'll be okay. It'll be fun, it'll be okay.
There will still be a lot of sequins, I bet, no matter
That's right. That's right.
So that's kind of the fun of it. And even if you're in a position, it's individual people who live there, and sometimes maybe they don't want to participate in something. But just knowing, it's like when you were a kid and your mom was in the kitchen. There was still comfort in knowing somebody was around.
That's right. And that's what I tell people, that it really is the best of both worlds, because you can have your privacy when you want it. You can be as social as you want to. You know, even if there's not a stated activity going on, there's usually always somebody out in the common areas, either in the library area or working puzzles or just visiting with one another.
I've said this to you before. We had a chance to go out there when they were really still under construction, and it was really fun to me though to walk in, because the lobby that you mentioned, from what I remember, the back wall of it, a lot of windows, but this one wall of windows.
All windows.
It's situated essentially in a neighborhood off of North Concord Road.
That's right.
So I liked it because it wasn't perfectly landscaped.
Right.
And behind you, when you're looking through those windows, there was a residential backyard with the kids swing in the tree. And I thought, how fun to sit there, and they could watch those kids when they would get home from school and go out and play.
It really is like being part of a neighborhood.
Yes.
It's so convenient, but yet the privacy is there, because, you know, 5 minutes or less you're at Hamilton Place, Erlanger East just 5 minutes away, Gun Barrel, you know, a lot of the things, all the restaurants, if you should want to go out to eat, which we say we don't know why you would ever want to go out to eat, because our chef is fabulous.
Yeah, and he really is a chef.
Yes, he is. He is a culinary school trained chef.
But let's talk about the apartments too. A lot of thought went into that.
Yes.
Cabinets, for example, are kind of low. It's not difficult to reach.
Right, right. There's a washer and dryer in every apartment, which you don't find often in senior living. Most of the time you're going to find some shared laundry rooms. So we decided to put washer and dryer in every room. There's ceiling fans, full-size refrigerators with ice makers in them, stainless steel appliances, a dishwasher too, which now we're kind of like, well, I don't know, we're not washing a lot of dishes in our apartment, but you can load up the glasses and things from your snacks during the day and then run the dishwasher.
Well, now, when people come to tour with you, Carol, do they have to make an appointment or can they just pop by? Because you are so convenient.
Right. No, they don't have to make an appointment. If they make an appointment, we can be sure that we have our calendar clear and don't have to ask them to wait a few minutes or anything like that. But company is always welcome.
Right.
Always.
When with these events that you have coming up, the Senior Olympics and the prom, are those exclusive to your residents, or can somebody come and watch the Olympics?
No, they could come and watch. And also, I should mention, we're going to start a series of what we call Lunch and Learn throughout the year. Basically, it's a lunch meal and then, a speaker, a topic that would be relevant.
Nice.
We're actually starting in March the 15th. We're having a Lunch and Learn with conversation and information, probably really, from Amy French at the Alzheimer's Association. They are very excited about the recently FDA approved new medication for that. And not only about that, the medication itself, but the avenue of research that medication can open up.
So people can call, when they get the number, they can call that to find out?
Absolutely. They can do that, or on our Facebook page there's a link. They can get more information and actually register for the event. Again, there's no cost, but because the seating would be limited and we know there'll be a lot of interest in it, it's best to register for it.
Well, that's really nice that you're going to do those Lunch and Learns, so people can kind of watch for those to happen on a regular basis. When they are a resident with you there at Redstone, is it completely independent living, or if there's a need, I know spouses, you have couples who live there.
Right.
If they need nursing care, can they bring that in?
They can. They're free at any time, just like if you lived in your house out in the community. You can bring in sitter service or nursing service. We have some care partners that, of course, they don't work for us, but they are care partners that will do medication management and diabetic care, some things like that. We have a nurse practitioner that comes in. Seems like one of the first things that takes people out of independent living is medication management. They just can't get it right. The family puts it in the planner and then they either don't take it as they're supposed to, or they take too much or something like that. So this allows them, with the medication management, she is an RN, has her own company. This allows them to stay in their home longer with their neighbors. Most of us don't like to move. Think about having to move and get a new neighborhood and new friends when they're 85 and 90 years old. That's not a happy thought for them.
So think about going and moving on in now, and if you want to come on March 15th and let that Alzheimer's conversation be your foray in, great. If you want to call 541-9300, you can make your kind of reservation for that free event. You can find out more about scheduling a tour for yourself if you want to. Think about going out to the Senior Olympics, and you too can go watch those kids play on that backyard swing that I remember so dearly. Is that swing even still there?
It is.
Oh, good. RedstoneEstates.org.
It's 7:55 in the morning and we're back on site for another one-day shower installation with West Shore Home. And today, they're not just doing one bath, they're going to do 2 baths in the same house all in one day. Let's head upstairs and check it out. Okay, this first bathroom needs some help. The shower space feels like a cave with these lowered ceilings and rounded corners. So what West Shore is going to do is come in here and optimize the shower space by installing a low-step shower base, and they're going to raise the ceiling and extend the shower walls up to that ceiling. Now in the second bathroom, they're looking to keep a bathtub, so West Shore is going to come in and remove the existing tub and replace it with something brand new and modern. Okay, busy day for the crew, let's let them get to work.